Okay, some more ideas here for a review for the final. Okay, somebody gives you f of x equals 2x squared, g of x equals x minus 7. And somebody says, what's g of f of x? So this little circle, that means g of f of x, that little circle there. And that's the same as saying, what's g of f of x? And basically what that means is plug f of x into g. Okay? So g of f of x, what is f of x? It's 2x squared. That's g of 2x squared. So if you put f of x in here, you get f of x minus 7. What is f of x? It's 2x squared. So 2x squared minus 7. That's g of f of x. Somebody may give you this. Hey, f of x equals x to the third plus 2. Find the inverse, question mark. Okay, so call f of x, call it y equals x to the third plus 2. Now, switch x and y. So y, let's call it x, equals y to the third plus 2. Solve for y. Okay, get y alone. Let's put this on this side. Y to the third plus 2 equals x. Subtract 2. I just like to have the thing you're solving for on the left. Just as easy. Looks nicer. Okay, is this solved for y? No, it's solved for y to the third. So how do we solve for y? You take the cube root. So now you have y is equal to the cube root of x minus 2. And that's called the inverse. And so we use this f minus 1 of x. That's the inverse. Okay? Number 3, somebody might give you something like f of x equals 3 times x plus 2 squared minus 3, and they'll say, hey, find the vertex of this parabola. This is in vertex form. So the general form for this is a times x minus h squared plus k, and the vertex is at h comma k. So you look up and you say negative h plus 2, positive h, negative 2. Positive k, negative 3. So the vertex is at negative 2, 3. And end behavior of a graph. Remember, odd functions y equals, say, x minus 1. Or, here's the graph of y equals x to the third. Odd functions rise right, fall left. Okay? All odd functions. So if you get a graph and your graph rises to the left and falls to the right, you know this is a negative because, okay, odd functions do opposite things on the ends. Even functions both go up or down, okay? So if you have this picture, basically it tells you that it's going to be a negative, and it's odd, x to the third, because it's going down on the right and up on the left. It's doing opposite things. It's got two turns. So that makes it x to the third.